Once upon a time, there was a girl who rode a dragon to the stars. It's a quiet evening in Memphis, and I'm getting ready for the trip of a lifetime. Scarlett, I say, in 2 weeks, I'm going to space. My beautiful, fluffy gray Aussie doodle looks up at me with an expression of love and mild concern on her face. She's not worried about me. She's wondering who will watch her when I'm gone. She's seen me pack before, and she knows that it ends with my leaving for a while. The boys are going to take amazing care of you, I tell my dog, knowing she'll be safe and happy with our favorite neighbors. Her expression relaxes, and I continue. She's heard it all since the beginning of this wild year. The Dragon spacecraft, the Falcon 9 rocket, the fact that we're going deeper into space than anyone has been in over 20 years. The two of us are quarantining at home together. SpaceX was clear that anyone who tests positive for COVID-19 will not be boarding the spacecraft, and getting sick at this point is just not an option, because there's no way I'm letting anything keep me from the ride of my life. I can't wait. There's nothing I love more than traveling to a place I've never been before. Plus, I hear the views are incredible. In case you're wondering, no, this is not the beginning of a sci-fi fairy tale. Forget science fiction. This is science fact. And the fact is that very soon, I'll be strapping into a spacecraft with my crew. Our mission, after launch, will be 370 miles above the surface of the Earth, orbiting for 3 days at 17,500 miles an hour before we splash back down in the Atlantic Ocean. For reference, the International Space Station hangs out 250 miles up. The last time I left the United States, I was going on a medical mission trip to treat patients in Nicaragua. The month before that, I was heading to Morocco to ride camels in the Sahara Desert. Packing for an adventure is something I've done before, many times. But deciding what to bring to outer space is nothing like planning for a tour of North Africa. Usually, I'm inspired by reading travel blogs and articles by people who have been there before me, but there are no posts about packing for space. I did look. Most of what I need will be supplied by the mission. Just a week after I was selected, I was fitted for a sharp white spacesuit by a woman who used to make superhero costumes for movies. That was 9 months ago. Now, launch is only days away. I'm no superhero, and this isn't a movie, but I'm going to wear the hell out of that suit. This will be my first liftoff, but as someone who's been to 5 continents and counting, I know the rush I get when the plane takes off. From an airplane, which flies barely 6 miles above Earth, it feels like you can see it all. How the coastline juts out in one place and pulls back in another. The way rivers curve through farmland. We're going to be higher in the sky than any civilian has ever been. I feel so lucky to get a chance to see the world from that angle, even as I'll be sharing a 26.7 by 13-foot capsule with 3 other people for 3 days. It's a good thing I have a lot of experience sleeping in hostels. I will never forget the day I got the call. It was January 5th, 2021, only 9 months earlier, and I had a phone meeting scheduled with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. As every St. Jude employee knows, we treat the toughest childhood cancers and pediatric diseases. And because of the fundraising we do, families never receive a bill from St. Jude. St. Jude is everything to me. It's where I work as a PA, physician assistant, with leukemia and lymphoma patients. It's the place that treated me for bone cancer as a kid. Without St. Jude and the big limb-sparing surgery I had when I was 10 years old, I could have lost my leg and my life. During treatment, St. Jude became my home. 20 years later, it's still my home. I'll do anything I can for this place. When they call on me, I say yes. And they call me often. I've been giving speeches for St. Jude since I was 10.